Mr. Speaker and distinguished honourable members of this great assembly, I stand here today in this Hallowed Chamber of Ebonyi State Appropriation Assembly to fulfill a constitutional and a very crucial responsibility of my office as the Governor of Ebonyi State, to present the budget estimate showing anticipated revenue and expenditure for the fiscal year ended 31st December 2024. Allow me to delve deeper into the profound appreciations we extend to the esteemed Speaker of our great Assembly and the honourable members of this great Assembly. In our collaborative journey, your unwavering dedications has been the bedrock upon which the edifice of governance stands. Your commitment to legislative excellence and the welfare of our citizens has not only fortified the pillars of democracy, but has also laid the groundwork for the prosperity of our great state, Ebonyi. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the partnership we have cultivated goes beyond the enactment of laws. It is a testament to the collective spirit that define our states, the legislative milestones achieved, encapsulated in the enactment of laws such as Law No. 004 of 2023, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Law, as mentioned earlier, 6 laws mentioned by the Speaker in his remarks. All this stands as a testament to the collaborative spirit and that define our governance. These laws are not mere status, but the embodiment of our shared commitment to progress, inclusivity, and the well-being of our great citizens. Your diligence, wisdom, and tireless efforts in the passing of these bills into law have been the driving force behind the tangible change we witness today. We express gratitude for this legislative triumph. We acknowledge that they are the results of collective dedication, spirited debate, and a shared commitment to the ideal of democracy. In navigating the complexity of governance, the role of Ebonyi State House of Assembly cannot be overstated. Your meticulous consideration of proposed legislation, your discerning debates, and your unwavering focus on the needs of the people have served as a guiding light for the executive arm of government in the state. Your oversight function, your inquiries, and your robust engagement have not only strengthened the checks and balances inherent in our democratic system, but have also ensured that the voice of every constituent is heard. As we stand on the precepts of progress, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for your expeditious approvals of the 2023 revised budget, your swift response to the unintended consequences of subsidy removals, and the floating of the naira by the Central Bank of Nigeria exemplified your responsiveness to the challenges faced by the citizen. In approving the revised budget of 159,397,805,800 naira, a 14.35% increase from the original budget presented at this Hallowed Chamber by the former governor of our great state on this 21st day of November 2022 last year, have demonstrated a clear interest of the evolving economic landscape and a deep commitment to the welfare of our great people. In the realm of governance, the People's Charter of Need serves as our guiding principle, addressing the diverse aspirations of our people in the domain of education, health, agriculture, ease of doing business, water supply, affordable housing, critical infrastructure, and development stride of embracing information and communication technology. The heartbeat of our priority resonates within the health and education sector, where we envisage a transformative impact on the lives of our people. Let us delve into this achievement not as a statistical milestone, but as a narrative that touch the lives of our citizens. Imagine a state where every citizen, regardless of their location, has access to world-class health care services. Our ongoing efforts to upgrade all the 14 general hospitals across the state are not just infrastructural enhancements. They are pathways to healings and hope. Picture a mother in a remote village, relieved to find a well-equipped hospital within reach, ensuring a safe deliverance for her child. The installation of MRI machines and CT scans to all our general hospitals is not merely technological advancement, but a commitment to earlier and accurate diagnostics, sparing families from the anguish of uncertainty. Through the Ebonyi State Healthcare Insurances Agency, we are not just reducing the financial burdens of healthcare on civil servants. We are offering a lifeline to families striving for a healthy future. By covering the health insurance premiums of identified vulnerable citizens, we extend a compassionate hand to those who need it most. These initiatives are not abstract. They are stories of life change, future secured, and community thriving. Our accomplishments to date are not abstract. They are stories of real people whose lives have been touched and transformed. In line with my vision as reflected in People's Charter of Need, following has been carried out in the Ministry of Health. In partnership with one of the development partners called Excellency Community Education Welfare Scheme, I established situation rooms where activities of the general hospitals could be monitored from State Ministry of Health. Organized 2 days orientation for newly employed medical personnel, renovated Ebonyi State Impact Office, procurement of pillows and gauze for impact field workers, for effective monitoring, supervision, and general implementation of action in the Ministry of Health. Establishment of Drug and Medical Commodity Management Agency to curb fake drugs and make drugs affordable. Renovation of central medical stores, including provision and installation of air conditioning. Repair, renovation, and rehabilitation of state vaccine cold room. Organized training of health workers in general hospitals and healthcare centers. Secured approvals for connecting all the general hospitals to the national grid. Work is ongoing as we speak. We renovated and equipped 171 primary healthcare centers in 171 political ward of our states. Successful completion of 2023 routine immunization against outbreak response for children under 0 to 5 months old, as well as measles immunizations targeted as children between 9 to 59 months old. Provision and installation of 50 numbers of desktop computers and 6 numbers of laptop computers at College of Nursing, Ubuntu. Securing accreditation for midwife programs in College of Nursing, Ubuntu. Organizing a world-class health summit in which the governor, my humble self, approved payment of workers' premiums for health insurance. Validation of GGCEHF enrollments from 36,000 to 32,500. Increase in GGCEHF enrollment from 32,500 to 50,848. Digitalization of Ebonyi State Health Insurance Agency, such as creating rooms for self-enrollment, online collection of data and reporting, online authorization code, online referral mechanism, training and deployment of 13 ICT officers to 13 local government areas for technical assistance, increase in SSIS, State Social Insurance Scheme, and GGCEHF sensitization awareness creation, organize medical outreach with some non-governmental organizations like Catching Young Initiative etc., establishment of public eye health committee, attract drugs and vitamin A supplement, worth millions of naira from within Keller International and Vitamin Angel. The total of 107 medical works has signed and undertaken with the task force never to indulge in quackery activities again in Nigeria State. The total of 5 quack centers has been shut down. And I named the quack centers that have been shut down: Eminent Hospitals, Africa local government, Party Hospital, Nubode or local government, Democratic Specialist Hospital, Ibago, Inizi local government, St. Patrick Hospital, Iboko, Inizi local government, Alexander Hospital, Umezokan, in Obuku local government area. Apprehension of 3 major distributors of fake drugs in the states and collaborations with the herbicides agencies such as the NAFDAC, curtailing the spread of monkeypox, which was diagnosed in the state by Nigeria Center for Disease Control, secured provisional accreditation for College of Health Sciences and Technology. In the area of justice, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Ministry of Justice in Ebonyi State has sustained the creation of initiative aimed at harmonizing the justice system in our state, as shown below in this address that I'm going to read. Digitalizations and automation of the Ministry of Justice, creation of 3 more functional departments, namely Department of Appeal, Sexual Assault and Gender-Based Violence Response Department, and Legal Research, Law Reporting and ICT Department. Established Citizen Mediation Center, and also established Ebonyi State Multi-Purpose House. Drafted 6 bills that, by the special grace of God, as of today have been passed into law. Trained and chartered 20 law officers as mediators. Drafted over 200 contract agreements. These are the things that has happened in the Ministry of Justice. Conclusion of civil and criminal cases. Purchase of law books, hard copies and e-books. Payment of bursaries to 150 students in Nigerian law school. Payment of bar participating fees and sponsorship of 86 law officers to NBA's annual general conference in Abuja. Hosting of Southeast Special Policy Summit on criminal justice reform and presentation of modern state correctional service law. Establishment of the Office of the Public Defender. In the area of the Ministry of Human Capital Development, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, initially when we came into office on that fateful day of 29th May 2023, our government and with the support of the federal government and World Bank programs in Ebonyi State, distribution of food items and relief rehabilitation materials to over 48,000 Ebonyans across the 13 local government areas. Assessment and evaluation of all the flooded victims in the 13 local government areas. Disbursement of 310 million naira to 31 communities in the 13 local government area, which is ongoing as we speak in this great chamber. Distribution of about 120,000 bags of rice to all the 2,946 polling units in our great state. Each polling unit got 35 bags of 10 kg. Payment of hospital bills of indigent Ebonyans for kidney transplant. In this 120,000 bags of rice, I have already shared the rice, and the council chairman is with your own. So if you don't know where it is, ask your council chairman, and he's going to support that rice with his own Christmas gift, which is about 70 bags of rice per polling unit. So that 70 bags plus this 30 will make it 105 bags of rice per polling unit. That should be a Christmas. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, disbursement of another tranche of 302 million naira to second batch of community projects is ongoing. Empowerment of Ebonyans that have skilled by distributing 1,000 sewing machines and 1,350 grinding machines to enable them start business of their own. Payment and distribution of 17,000 debit cards to Ebonyans through Zenith Bank. Distribution of food items to the disabled and less privileged Ebonyans. Attracting and installation of National Communication Commission gadgets and network in international markets, providing about 3,000 Ebonyans for further empowerment that will happen early January next year. In the area of Ministry of Education, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the essence of our commitment to education goes beyond bricks and mortar. It lies in the dream of every child who now has access to quality learning environment. Picture a student in a rural community now equipped with the tools and facilities necessary to unlock their full potentials. The ongoing move to construct 39 duplexes, 3 duplexes in each local government area with 12 classrooms is not just a mere political achievement. It is an investment that will shape the future leaders of our great state. A committee was sent to Rwanda to understand their educational system. The ministry has put a stop to incessant scheduling of examination. Repositioning Examination Development Center as a service point. In the area of tertiary education, Ministry of Tertiary Education has lived up to the People's Charter of Need by recording the following achievements. Promotion, which has suffered a setback over the years, has now been reactivated in EBSHA. EBSHA is Ebonyi State University. And all over tertiary institutions, the current appraisals going on is 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023, going on simultaneously in those tertiary institutions. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have been able to clear the arrears of salaries of staff, not only in EBSHA, but the entire workforce in the state. The current administrations increased the monthly subventions of the university from 150 million naira to 200 million naira. Similarly, the government increased the monthly subvention of Ebonyi State College of Education from 50 million naira to 65 million naira. The current administration also approved and released the sum of 300 million naira as grants to the university, to the Ebonyi State University to tackle their sundry financial challenges. Through the grants given to the university, 8 months, 20% COVID-19 salary cuts of EBSHA arrears were cleared. The drastic reduction of EBSHA personnel income tax from 31 million naira to 18 million naira per month, amounting to 13 million naira reduction, had happened in this great administration within 3 months in office. The state government graciously paid the bursary award of 100,000 naira to Ebonyi State students at the Nigerian Law School. That is the state of 2022 to 2023 that have just finished the exam now in Nigerian Law School. Graciously approved partial scholarship of 300,000 naira each to all Ebonyans, all Ebonyi indigenous at the Nigerian Law School. Those that are moving to Nigerian Law School for 2023 to 2024, the money is with the Commissioner for Tertiary Education. The Ministry of Tertiary Education, led by a very erudite professor, well-known professor, the only senior advocate of Nigeria in this great state as of today, Professor Amari Obakaisian, has been supervising and monitoring tertiary education in Ebonyi State with key interest. Set machineries in motion for the establishment of the University of Information and Communication Technology, the University of Aeronautic Engineering, and the upgrade of Ebonyi State College of Education. Part of it, we want to create University of Education in Ebonyi State College of Education. The university law has been met, master plan drawing contracts awarded, approval made, and funds released for the clearing of the site for the University of ICT at Abacha local government. Ministry of Water Resources completed the habilitation of Fiscal water scheme as follows: repair of water pipe, water pump at high lift and low lift station, replacement of all the stolen armored cables, and complete overhaul of the electrical and mechanical sections, repairing of 2000 kVA generator at the high lift and 500 kVA generator at the low lift, reconnection of A0 water scheme to the national grid, and gradually repayment of the debt of 170 million naira accumulated bills since the establishment of the scheme, glassing of the S-course blower stations and the rehabilitation of the chemical buildings, provision of security at A0 water schemes through provision of burglary proof, provision of solar lights to all the strategic locations and buildings of central security control posts for the scheme, major repair to the main supply pipeline from A0 to Abakaliki, some of it are still ongoing, repair to damaged services pipe within the capital city, some are still ongoing, restoration of water supply from A0 to Abakaliki Opan. Even at this morning, water was supplied to the covered areas of the capital city, and efforts are done daily to expand to other areas of the town that are yet to get connected. Expansion of water supply in the capital city is ongoing through repairs to water supply service pipe and connection of areas not covered before. Rehabilitation of the booster stations at Hilltop Road is 95% completed, after which water can be taken to the Juju Hill for easy distribution. Efforts are being made to repair over 100 damaged boreholes across the communities in our great states. Efforts are being made to revive the Ofureko water scheme. Ishaku water scheme is ongoing. Ukuru scheme and the Popo water reservoir are receiving attention as I'm speaking here. Ministry of Trade and Investment. Ministry of Trade and Investment has attracted investors to so many economic sectors in our great states. The state government has established a collaborative agreement between Ebonyi State University, Nigeria, and CESIC University, UNISA, Zaragoza, Toledo Campus, in Excellency International, Spain, as the establishment of international business chairs, development of research line of common interest, and establishment of granulations plants in Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State government, through the ministry, has reached an agreement with Intech Financial UK Limited, setting up new airline in Ebonyi State International Airport for cargo and passengers. Establishment of aeronautic institutions in Ebonyi State for capacity training and maintenance of airlines in the state. The Ministry of Trade and Investment has attracted investors to a number of housing projects in order to provide affordable housing for the residents of Ebonyi State. They include the following. The most recent one is the housing unit, which a 4 billion naira funding is being assessed through Family Homes Fund to fund the project. Ongoing engagement of Family Homes Fund for the construction of the affordable housing in Ebonyi State is on advantage stage. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in the area of Ministry of Health, distribution of 13,000 bags of fertilizers to farmers across the 13 local government area, 1,000 bags per local government, to boost agricultural productivity in the state has happened. The Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources has strengthened the number of task force on adulterated is one of the best in the nation today. At the moment, production is ongoing to ensure availability of fertilizers both during the wet and dry season. We embarked and completed anti-rabies vaccination center exercise for dogs and cats in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to avoid animal disease spreading to human beings. The Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources, through the International Fund for Agricultural Development, EBSHA, has achieved the following: construction of 16 number of power boreholes to provide water for household use and for processing facilities, construction of 9 bridges to connect markets and production sites, ongoing construction of 12 new market stores, almost completed construction of cassava and rice processing centers in 6 centers in our states in different 6 local government areas, completed provision of cassava/rice processing equipment to farmers, provision of numerous production equipment recently distributed to cooperative societies to enhance agricultural productivity, supply to farmers on machines grants, on matching grants for production of rice and cassava of over 1,000 hectares completed, about to start support to farmers to promote dry season rice production of over 400 hectares. Those that are interested will gain very, very heavily. So I urge all the farmers in this great state to show interest in this dry season farming. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, capacity building of farmers in productions, processing and marketing enterprises in the 2 value chain crops in rice and cassava across the 13 local government area, with collaborations to the federal government, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Our ministry has been able to provide code van to be used in abattoirs for the preservation of meat. In collaboration with USAID, Feed the Nation, the ministry has been able to record, but not limited to the following milestone: development of Ebonyi State climate change policy, Ebonyi State adaptation plan and smart agriculture. Our state has paid counterpart funds, signed SLA with the federal ministry, with the federal government as one of the few states to take part in livestock productions and the resilience support projects. Ebonyi, the only state in the southeast that participated and signed paid counterpart funds for that helpers. Serious plans are ongoing to revive Ebonyi poultry farm at Ikarike to boost economic activities in the state and to create massive jobs. Before the elapse of first quarter of 2024, Ebonyi would have been enrolled as a special agro processing industry zone. That these programs will greatly assist our dear states, increase household income and create massive jobs, increase access to infrastructure, food security and internal generated revenue for the government of our great state. The Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources is set to commence dry season farming, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. In the Ministry of Works, in the realm of infrastructure, envision the community along the following roads. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have been badly challenged in the area of rural roads, and we have charged the Ministry of Works and Transport, and they have swung into actions to execute the project that we initiated in this administration. Number 1 is 22-kilometer Ezilo, Ezaibu Road, 31 km of railway Akwata Internal Road to Iziogo, 23 Obagamofe Road, 12.8 km Ulam Road, 12.3 km Okoshi, Ojibwe, Bomu Road, Godi Obaga Road, 1 bit of the Ministry of Infrastructure and Construction Development, construction of transmission station road at Umuara is now completed. Construction of Legacy FM Road ready for concrete pavement. 2 kilometers of railway in Imegro to Oblechi Market concrete pavement work progress. Construction of Oblechi Market to Ishogo clearing edge work and culvert work is in progress. Designing and preparation of pavement for roads in the autonomous communities, in the 140 autonomous communities in the state is in progress and nearing completion. That's the designing. The road will start at the first quarter of this year. Clearing is ongoing for the University of ICT, Science and Technology of Abacha. The following projects has been awarded on contract. Ugochima Road, Ogweni Road of Ndibe Beach, Amankwo Road in Uwana, Africa, Akanebia Road in Uwana, Africa. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry reflects on the empowerment of 500 Ebonyi indigene through the Ebonyi State's Small Medium Enterprises Development Agency grants. These are not just financial disbursements. They are investments in dream, business, and in the economic resilience of our dear people of great states. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, like I said yesterday, I have been able to listen to some of the voice notes where a lot of people are demanding money and threatening those that have the opportunity of benefiting from these grants. And I want to urge the DG Ebonyi State Small Medium Enterprises Development Agency to go on air and give those people hope that they should never indulge in accepting that request from those that feel that the stakeholders denominated them. They are the community leaders, they are the club leaders, and they are the ones that will decide what will happen to them. And also try to identify those people so that we use them as an example. Because we didn't just give them that money to go and give it to the stakeholders. The money was given to them so that they cannot be on the street. They will stop embarrassing the state. It is not for their own personal gain. It is for the interest of the state that that money was given to them. So we will not allow any human being to thwart that instruction of our great state. That we disagree, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Revitalization of Ebonyi State's building materials in Izambo, the construction of Ebonyi State Pipe Production Center, procurement of PVC pipe, extraction line machines, replacement of armored cable, and installation of 100 kVA transformer to restore power in 1,000 kVA transformer to restore power in Ebonyi pipe production industry. The activation of committee for fund of small-scale industry credit scheme. The Ministry of Land, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. In this ministry, acquisition of 58.12 hectares of land at Uflepe, Abacha community in the Zulu local government area for the establishment of ICT University of Science and Technology. Payment of compensations to people whose properties, economic trees, and other valuable were affected by the land acquisition. Installation of the ministry's automated land management system for the production of certificate of occupancy and other land title documents. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the authority of the governor to sign the certificate of occupancy has been transferred to the Commissioner for Lands and Survey. So Commissioner for Lands and Survey is the one that is best known to sign the certificate of occupancy as it stands today. So anytime you seek for a certificate of occupancy and you didn't get it, just make a message to me because he has no other job than to sign that certificate of occupancy. When all the necessary levies have been completed. Payment of compensation to the union groups, Nigeria Limited, affected by the road clearing along section of Zone 11 and 12. Payment of compensation to the people of Inimagunugu who were displaced from the centenary city. That has not happened, but we have it in mind that that will definitely happen. Ministry of Market Development and Parks. The ministry has so far achieved the following: completion of 40 number of VIP toilets at St. Margaret Umahi International Market, installation of free brand broadband internet Wi-Fi for all network at the St. Margaret International Market, Abakaliki. Training of over 6,000 traders on prevention of frauds using network platform. Restoration of peace leading to withdrawal of impending litigations for over 28 incumbent shops at St. Margaret International Market, Abakaliki. Restoration of peace through resolution of long-age crisis in various markets, Ike Imoha, vegetable markets, etc. in the state, partnership with the Ebonyi State Shoe Manufacturers and Texas Dealers Association in Aban for investments at St. Margaret International Market. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have also directed the Commissioner for Market Development not to appoint anybody, whether for interim, whether for management in any market. Any market organizations that need leadership must do that through election. Nobody will select anybody for you. I have no interest on who becomes your leader, who you want to be your leader. I have no interest, and no government officials should have interest on that. In the area of border peace and conflict resolution, resolved pending cases in the ministry ranging from the land dispute lands, leadership tussles, the Tricycle Operators Association, the Ebonyi State Chapters, and the EBSHA Community Development Union have been resolved amicably. Distribution of high-profile peace community to mediate and ensure that peace returns to the warring communities of Isikwo, Abomege community, Ohampo, Amana community. The committees have completed their reports, and that of Ohampo, Amana has been presented before the Hallowed Chamber of the State Executive Council. That has been adopted, white paper has been issued, and the implementation has commenced on the report of the committee. An aside committee led by our dear beloved Bishop, Emeritus Bishop Michael Onachoko, has also presented his reports before the Secretary to the government. And the reports will be presented to the next ESCO, and the white paper will be issued, and implementation will commence after the fair. In the name of Ministry of Environment, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, successfully engaged contractors for the rehabilitation of the salt machines and installation of the recycling machines for the conversion of our waste to wealth at Umuahia. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we were confronted with the serious challenges at Umuahia. We had in mind that what we have there is a recycling machine and sorting machine. Unfortunately, when we got to Umuahia, we found out that we don't have any machine there. What we have there is carcass. And when we asked, we found out that the state bought sorting machine earlier and it was installed, 100% installed. But it has been totally vandalized and the machines are no more there. But because of the charter of need, the government of Ebonyi State, led by my humble self, has been able to pay for these new sorting machines and also buy a brand new recycling machine. They are ongoing, definitely they are in the first quarter of the 2024. The whole machines will be installed, and at the first week of the second quarter, the industry will start working. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, sustain environmental sanitation through evacuation of waste and other activities in the ministry to ensure a very clean capital city. That is ongoing, and we encourage the Honourable Commissioner for Environment to add efforts, and we have been able to add more money to create more zones to enable him give us a very tidy city. And he's doing everything within his reach to make sure that he fulfills all those promises he made to us during the inauguration. Participation in the Anna Arts and Crafts Expo 2023 Abuja with 27 countries, 36 states, and FCT in attendance participation in Ebonyi 2, which Ebonyi 2 first position in woodwork design. Yes, there's no way we will not take first position. We have a department in Ebonyi State University, Department of Building and Woodwork. So I am not surprised that we took first position in the woodwork design. Participated in the Nigeria Cultural and Musical Festival in New York 2023, where Ebonyi State won in the musical and cultural truth categories and also won the overall trophy. Currently participating in the NIFEST, First National Review Conference in Abuja, where our Commissioner for Culture and Tourism emerged as the committee chairman for cultural exchange/training in China. Conducted the rapid appraisal test of tourist sites in Ebonyi State with a view of possible participation and partnership and development. Procurement of field work, video equipment record keeping, data collection of all the hotels and the restaurants in the state in order to curb crimes, rehabilitations, repairs and renovations of state amusement parks. That forms part of the budget of the year. In the Ministry of Solid Minerals, work is ongoing for the establishment of solid mineral buying centers to serve the state and entire Southeast. Work is also ongoing for the establishment of solid mineral processing center, attract foreign investor interested in developing lignite coal deposits in the state, enforcing the implementation of Community Development Agency (CDA) as contained in the Mining Act of 2007 between investor and the host community, partnering with the Solid Mineral Development Fund (SMDF) for the establishment of limestone granular factory. In Ministry of Information and State Orientation, the reproduction of gazettes of all law passed by the previous legislators, led by my humble self from 2015 to 2023, were in high demand by the public. The machineries are in motion toward floating a quarterly magazine called the Charter for the Education and Information of State Government Programs and Policies. A total assessment of the near cumbersome moribund state-owned printing press toward a total privatization of SEN. Well, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you must tell us the economic benefit of this before we agree. So, Mr. Speaker, I didn't look at this session in the budget. When you get to it in the budget, let the Commissioner convince you on what you want to do. After doing that, what the printing press will be for the state. Touring all media houses, local and national operating in the state to refresh already existing relationship between them and the government. In the area of sports, ladies and gentlemen, the achievements so far in the Ministry of Sports Development and Youth are as follows. Organized inter-local government governors' cup football competition. Ebonyi State participated in the 7th youth game at Asaba, where our contingent won 2 gold medals, 2 silvers and 2 bronze medals. Hosted Part B and C, NYC and so on and so forth. Sponsored tributes to the national entrepreneurship programs and Russian rehabilitation of Bangalore Township Stadium with befitting entrance gate. The reorganization of the National Youth Council of Nigeria at both local government and state level. The Ministry of Women Affairs. The ministry partner with various international donor agencies and other voluntary organizations to achieve zero tolerance on issues of violence against women and girl child trafficking, child labor, etc. Organized and carried out sensitizations and awareness creation on child trafficking, street hawking, begging, gender violence, and other forms of child abuse. The ministry, in collaboration with the Office of Excellency, the wife of the governor, flag off 2023 Annual Women's Conference, popularly known as August meeting at Bangalore Township Stadium and stepped it down to all the 13 local governments. And His Excellency the Governor of Ebonyi State has already released the sum of 450 million naira as counterpart fund for the project of women in the Ministry of Women Affairs. The ministry has also reunited many missing but founded children to their families in Accra State. Ministry of Skill Development and Job Creation. The ministry has achieved the following successful sensitization of Ebonians working in different cities across the country. Distinguished honourable members of the State House of Assembly. In this budget of 2024 fiscal year, the current expenditure, which is proposed at 69 billion, 323 million, 187,907 naira, is made up of personnel costs 28 billion 162 million 78,907 naira, overhead costs 42 billion 162 million 100,000 naira, whereas the sectoral analysis of the recurrent expenditure as contained in the table attached to the budget that you have a copy, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The administrative sector is 41.67%, economic sector 26.49%, law and justice sector 2.99%, regional sector 0.05%, and social sector 28.78%. In the highlights of the capital project, the capital expenditure is 132 billion 804 million 740,000 naira, totaling budget of 202 billion 127 million 918,907 naira. The above shows as a percentage analysis the capital project, the capital expenditure, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, stands at 66%, while the recurrent expenditure stands as 34%. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me wholeheartedly thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Ashaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his fatherly disposition to Ebonyi State. His assistance to our dear state cannot be easily quantified. It is far-reaching, and we would not be able to achieve the goals of our great state without the generosity he has accorded us since he came into office on that fateful day of 29th May 2023. Mr. Speaker and distinguished honourable members of this great assembly, permit me, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to lay before you the proposed 2024 budget in the sum of 202 billion 127 million 108,107 naira. I look forward to the accelerated hearing of this budget so that we can proceed as partner to deliver the evidence of democracy to our great citizens. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless our great states, Ebonyi. God bless Akaniga. God bless Chief Martin Wanchelechi. God bless Engineer Chief David Mwezi-Umwani. God bless the Single Senator Samuel William. God bless the first speaker of this great assembly, Senator Julius Adeocha. Thank you very much.
I remain Honourable member representing African Northwest Constituency, and leader of the House of Assembly. Mr. Speaker, I